here we are in the top 8. Apple Chips versus Marcel B. And it looks like, yep, Apple Chips going to be on the play here. They kept a pretty decent hand. The only problem is no third land, right?
Yeah, no third land.
Oh,
But right off the top, did not have it. Never
commentator's
did not
curse.
have it. Yeah. Yeah,
Well, I guess it's not really like a curse. Commentator's blessing, I guess, is that, oh, they don't
yes.
have it.
So
Top decks it.
so this is where you take the counter spell and that clears the way for the Liliana. And you just start, I mean, you could ditch the cut down. You can even Liliana make them sack, but I think you would want to. You're gonna protect it. This is gonna kind of protect the Liliana because they're gonna play most likely Rafine next turn,
Yeah, and then
and you
Rafine
can
just
kill the
gets cut down.
Rafine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just gets cut down. If you draw another land, you can double spell, play Glissa. You can still even double spell. You can go with the Dread Knight, the sorcery side of it, and then still do a cut down. But they choose not to. Oh, and you drew a second cut down. Okay, so things. They don't have Wandering
So
Emperor
they
up.
might have the tempo play then, is my guess, if they didn't play the Rafine there. Potentially like a counter spell or something like that, right?
Yep. Or
Which
go
is,
or a go for the throat. Um, or
yeah,
cut
they could have an
down.
interactive spell. That's correct. Yeah, it doesn't just have to be something on the stack. It could be something that's for the battlefield. But it
But
looks like they're
but
just
if
gonna get in.
yeah, I'm assuming it's a counter spell because
Yeah, no more
yeah, why
lies,
would you
probably,
not?
right?
Yeah, no more lies or yeah, they only have that counter spell
If you're
in this
Apple
deck.
Chips, what are you discarding here? Probably the second cut down, or maybe one of your threats. Looks like they're opting for the second cup. Yeah, they
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah,
thought
I'm
about
getting
it
rid of the cut
twice.
down here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they
getting
thought
rid of
about
the
it
cut
twice.
down because you have one. You can now draw a card. Oh, but they choose to play this as a creature. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're trying to set up maybe for this Terra Sunder to hit something else eventually. Yeah, there's the response. There's the cut down for the no more lies, and then now they can use the no more lies to counter the Mosswood Dread Knight and then set up for their own Rafine on the following turn. The thing is, though, is that they do have to deal with this Liliana eventually. Eventually,
Yes.
Liliana's a card that they're gonna have to kill.
Yeah, because with the Esper mid range, you're gonna want cards in your hand so you can ditch to Rafine, things like that. So now you can just cut down here, play Glissa, and start building that Liliana up because to get rid of the Rafine that's eventually gonna land on the board. So here, I mean, do we get rid of the Terra Sunder or the long goodbye? Terra Sunder, yeah, because you don't have the fourth mana. Now you're forcing them. Ooh, they got rid of the Rafine. Okay, so this smells Wandering Emperor all day. Yeah, pass the turn so quick. Yeah, that's Wandering Emperor. So I think here the play really just a good play here is just a Liliana pass. Draw the next card. Hopefully it's nothing like Cottage. I would even play the College. I would just uptick. Oh, dude. Okay. Yeah, this was Wandering Emperor all day.
Yeah.
Oh
Or
no.
they just have
Oh,
auto rule.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty innocent enough. I think now you can. I think. Yeah, this is okay. I'm not like a crazy fan of this, honestly. I agree with you. I think that you could even just not even do anything on the Liliana. I think a lot of people just get too stuck in like wanting to use their cards that they make
Yeah.
plays like that. And not to be on this side and talking like I know what I'm doing, but I feel like at that point you might have wanted just to wait. And looks like they're going to use their last card here. Is it instant spell? It is. Ooh, it's a good one too. But Apple Chips has a pretty good offensive if they rock this Restless Cottage, which they definitely need to activate here. Ooh, but
Well, I
they're
think they're
choosing
gonna
not
they're gonna save
to.
it. Yeah, I think they're gonna try to save it to protect the Lily. But the thing is, though, is they have Well, now you have to cut
Oh,
down.
yeah. Now you have to
So
cut
actually,
down.
yeah, you just pass turn and hope they activate the man land to swing at Lily, and then you take out, you know, take that out. It cuts down their mana. But so do you do it now or do you wait till they swing?
Um, I would do it now on their creature land, on the Restless Anchorage. I would, um,
Creature
yeah,
land, yes.
yeah,
My
I would.
apologies.
No, you're
I'm
good.
used to man lands.
You're good. You're good. Yeah,
I
I
mean, they're
would.
the same things.
Yeah, blowing up the land there, I think is the right play because now they still can't even virtue. So the best thing they could do is make this a 3/3, but it obviously can't compete with Glissa or your Restless Cottage. Rafine on top
Mm.
is nice, but it doesn't really mean anything because you can down tick on Lily, which is what I think the correct play is now. You down tick on Lily. Okay, maybe not. Well, I think Apple Chips
Well,
is
that
giving them just a little bit too much time here. They really could be swinging in with this cottage.
well, I think this sets up because you could still down tick. Okay, so now you just play the gorge and you down tick, get rid of the knight, and then next turn when they play the Rafine, they obviously can't block. So now you can get in for 7 damage. They go to 5. So you could do a couple things, but they're just gonna opt to.
Yeah, they need to
I
down
would,
tick here.
yeah, you definitely have the down tick. I mean,
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not a
because so
fan
I'm
of
guessing
this.
they're gonna use the Restless Cottage as a blocker, basically.
I would play the land then because you need to have mana to activate the cottage again on the following turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
So they
not I'm
play
not
the
a fan of
land.
playing defensive right now though. I think that by playing defensive you're giving Marcel more and more time to crawl back into this game. And yep, there's the Rafine. Now you are going to get to ultimate Lily, but it really doesn't mean anything because there's not enough permanents on the battlefield to do anything too crazy with it.
Yeah,
And I don't think I mean Marcel's in the top 8. I doubt that they're going to attack into a like
yeah, because they
I'm
can't
just gonna
even.
throw that out there. Oh,
Well, apparently they are because, and then you can't really draw. Well, you're gonna draw this card, so it's gonna make a 4/4. So they're basically saying you're gonna have to.
oh, it's a land.
Uh,
Oh, and they
it's a land, so
scoop.
that didn't matter. Yep.
Oh, they just scoop because they just made. I mean, it's not that it's the wrong play because that's definitely one of the better plays I think to make in that turn for them. It's just that they obviously didn't get paid off for making that play because they just immediately hit a land. So the uptick on the Lily looked even better there just because you were going to be able to ultimate on the following turn. But here we are for sideboarding.
Hindsight.
Yeah, hindsight. Yeah, hindsight. Copium John, as they call it. It's kind of funny. Um, yeah, pretty good here. Um, let's see what do you think that they're gonna bring in?
Well, we're looking at the Jun. You obviously know Esper. It's a mid range, so it's not control. And I think one of the problems is a lot of people over sideboard. So you want to bring in things that are going to affect the game. Um, so looking at Jun, you could bring in uh, unlicensed Hearse, maybe another Liliana, Bitter Triumph, go for the throat. I don't know if you want to bring in Duress because they're more. This is a more creature heavy deck, but you could bring it in. But the problem is, what are you siding out? You know,
Hmm.
what are you taking out? We know if Rafine starts to get counters, cut downs look horrible. So you can maybe take out the 4 cut downs, bring in the Triumph, the go for the throw, a
Yeah,
Lily,
the extra better removal spells that kind of help you a little bit there. They ended up
yeah,
cutting
and
all the
maybe a Hearst.
Lilianas, which I think is like interesting.
Okay,
I'm not going to disagree with it because I think that Marcel's deck can go wider. I think that was just one of those games where, yeah, they have 4 wedding announcement and those virtues of loyalty, so they can go wide. So the Liliana, I just think that game they had all the tempo in the world, and I agree 100% with what you were saying with cutting downs, quote unquote, no pun intended, the cut downs,
yeah,
because you're right, they're just going to get worse as the game keeps going on. And let's say that Marcel does the curve out, 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4 or whatever, and they have that Rafine in play, then the cut down's just going to laughing in your face.
yeah. They just sit there and they don't do anything. So, I would if you're not going to get rid of all the cut downs, that's fine.
But
Uh,
just some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them, I mean, they actually discarded one of them, I think, right, in that game. So I mean, like it didn't, you didn't need all four. And they start off with the Restless Cottage. Another thing that's hurting Apple here, this game, is that all their lands come into play tapped. The Death Cap is nice on turn 3 because it's going to come in untapped, but you're going to have to start off with this Restless Cottage next turn. You're not going to get your bat down. You're not going to go for the Throat or Dread Knight. You do have this cut down, though, that we're talking about as a great tempo play. So that's the best thing that Apple Chips has going on right now, that lets them use their mana and deal with what's going on in the game.
Yeah, so a cut down is great for the first couple of turns. Like it's a great card, but if you don't have it in the first couple of, like you said, as you draw it, as you as the game progresses, it's not good at all.
And they end up taking the cut down anyways to protect the bat. They come in for 1 and land drop. And we also saw the equipment on the other side there. The name is escaping me right now. Now that Cryptic Coat. So 2 Cryptic Coat came in out of the sideboard, I would imagine. For Marcel here, which is interesting. It's kind of a card that has a lot of flexibility. One of the few actual impactful cards from Karlov as well. And we see their opposing bat, so they're going to take the Rafine because they don't have that cut down to just deal with it in a cheap, efficient way. So potentially has this go for the third, I think, for the bat. Land drop. Can't play the Aclazotz yet. Okay, attacks. And the bat's just not going to block, of course. Here comes Denick. That was the unknown card. And we're going to expect to go for the throat here, right? Go for the throat. Go here. Oh, okay. Yep. So going in for the target here with the second bat. And yep, there's a go for the throat. Apple Chips can respond with their own go for the throat, but they're not going to do it. Rafine's going to go back to Marcel's hand, and Marcel right now is kind of running away with the tempo in this game. Like I said, that comes into play tap lands, plus the curve out from Marcel is definitely where it's at here, even though they didn't necessarily have crazy cards on curve or anything like that. They definitely have enough board advantage and board presence that they're starting to assess a lot of damage and a lot of advantage on their side of the battlefield. So Deep Cavern Bat, just going to take the Aclazotz here in case they top deck a land. Not sure if that's correct. They can still cast the Rafine. I think I would have just taken the Rafine and banked on them not drawing a land. Yep, there's the Rafine anyways. So then now you're kind of put in this awkward situation where their bat is going to get bigger than your bat. All their creatures are going to come in. You're going to take a lot of damage, get closer to 10 life. And they're going to burn through a lot of cards. Okay, go for the throat on Deep Cavern Bat, it looks like. No, they went back on it. So now we're just waiting for this Rafine trigger to finish resolving. Okay, still holding up this go for the throat. Here it comes. Yep, gonna kill the bat. That's fine. And the Cryptic
Sorry
Code.
about that.
Oh, that's all good. The Cryptic Code is a lot bigger now. You're coming into this, and what we said could happen with Esper happened with Esper, which is that they had the curve out. They're able to use their mana every turn. They're playing creatures. They have removal spells. And Apple Chips is at 10 life now, having to use this cut down on the Rafine and potentially putting down just some more blockers on the battlefield with this Sentinel of the Nameless
Yeah.
City. Marcel has 1 card left in hand. They had to discard an Aclazotz, or excuse me, the Aclazotz is under the Deep Cavern Bat, excuse me. So there's 2 cards we don't know about. Here comes another Deep Cavern Bat, though. This card just puts in all the work. It's really funny.
Yep,
like, they print this card so many different times, right? Like, they've printed this card, like, so many different ways. Hot Hollow Sculler was like the original kind of card of it. We also saw Freebooter, the pirate, even
Good
the
old freebooter
Peacekeeper.
and that freebooter
Yeah,
and that stinking
the human deck.
humans deck. Yeah, the humans deck.
Yeah, you remember that? Playing some modern.
I try not to think about it. Gives me nightmares. So I mean, and we were saying bad things about cut down, but it's actually right here. It's a great spot for it because you can get rid of the Denic, swing in, then you can draw a card or play the Dread Knight. So they choose just to attack, um, get the map token. Probably gonna wait for blocks.
Yeah, the biggest key here is that the Cryptic Coat has a +1/+1 counter on it. That card is
Ooh,
unblockable. Yeah, this is a huge
the
play here with the
Ganju.
Ganjo coming down with
Yeah,
the Deep Cavern Bat. And if it's not Wandering Emperor, it's something else, right? At instant speed. And there goes the creature. Aclazot's back in hand. Marcel's still looking to top deck a land to be able to play it, but it's not like they're in a rush considering that their battlefield is very, very good here. And Apple Chips is going to pay the 1 life. They're going to redraw this long goodbye, which is great. There it goes. The token for Cryptic Coat.
Okay, because it can't be countered.
Yeah, it can't be countered.
Yep.
Yep. And they can return the coat, but unless they drew a land, they can't replay it. So Marcel with 1 card, and it's a
They drew the
tap
land. Just
land. Yep.
yeah, it's a tap land, but you get to attack in the air for 3, putting them down to 3, and you put a lot of pressure on them.
Oh yeah, definitely. And yep, here comes the damage. They're at 3 now, so lethal on the other side for Marcel if Apple Chips doesn't have a response. Obviously, they do have one because they have the cut down, but gonna dig a little bit. So we just hit a land. That's not really good enough. I think we have to, yeah, attack, play this Dread Knight probably, and then pass. Another big key here that we didn't notice the whole time is they didn't have red mana. So they couldn't
Yeah,
activate
yeah.
that first half of Questing Druid, but they were able to draw it there. And then let's see, should be a non-land. Yep. Nons were there for them. I think you keep that. I think you have to keep that. And I think you cut down their creature
Well, the
land,
problem,
right? Oh, well, they
yeah,
have the
you have to wait to.
Aclazots.
Well, they have to wait to the animate. Well, if they're going to go for lethal, um,
I
hold on
wouldn't
one
even
second.
animate the land. You play Aclazots. Aclazots doesn't die to cut down. They have 1 mana open. I don't get why you wouldn't play the 4/4 flyer that can kill them. Right? Does it have haste? I don't think it does, right? Sure. No, never mind. No haste, so they can't just lethal. I don't think you let them attack because you don't let them get a map token. Yep. For the kill
My
there.
apologies again. Being a father is a hard thing.
It's okay, bud. I definitely understand.
Yeah, you don't let them get the map. They get to still attack for 1 in the air. I think I understand what you're saying about playing the creature, um, but this is just lethal. So you look at it. You got to look at it from either if they don't have it, I get to just attack.
Yeah, and win.
And also too, you get the map. Yeah, you get the map here. They have to do 12 damage to you, which is not is highly unlikely. So they got well now here's
There's
the thing.
something.
You know the top card, but I believe they have another creature of creature land, correct? Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
game
they
no matter
just
what.
played it. Yeah, they just played
Yeah.
it. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna be it here. They could activate Cottage, but that's not gonna be enough damage to make them want to block. And then, yeah, the Marcel had the tempo plan. This is the part of the game where Marcel is clawing at it, right? He's just trying his best. There's just a little bit left in the tank for the opponent. You just had to get through that, and you can win this game. Apple Chips is at the point where they could have stabilized if they just had more life. If there was at any
Yeah.
point in the beginning turns where they were able to, use their life as a resource better, then it would have at least made it so that they had a chance in the next couple turns to pull this game and kind of flip the switch. But I think Marcel just has everything right now. Too many threats that fly, And Apple's just at too much low life for it to matter anymore.
Yeah, and we talked about. I was talking with Hearsay earlier. You got to play to your out. So here, he's attacking. You can try to questing druid, the red side of it, and try to get the card we were talking crap about, the cut down with maybe another removal spell. Um, you get two removal spells. You then can hold that up and just kill the bat, kill the land if they go for it. And then on the crackback,
I think Terra Sunder actually
could
says non-land, so they're actually kind of screwed regardless.
oh okay, just because does cut down say non land?
No, cut down doesn't, but the Terra
Yeah,
does. So I think right now they're kind of just like bonked, right?
yeah. Well, it is. Let me just make sure. Is questing druid or the other side of question druid?
It's instant.
Yeah, seek the beast. So yeah, so you just go instant and hope to draw two removals. Now
Whoa, they didn't go
this is
for
kind of
it.
letting them off. Yeah, this is kind of letting them off the hook because you can Terra Sunder here. Well, you
Yeah,
can,
now they get to
quest
draw some
questing first.
cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
questing first.
In case we do hit the cut down. Okay,
Did
we didn't
not.
hit it. Now we Terra Sunder. They need to just return the Cryptic Coat. I mean, Marcel just has
The
so many
prop.
weapons, right? Like that's the problem, right? Like there's so much going on right now. I don't know why they don't just bounce the code and replay it. I think that's probably your best bet, right?
Well, you can't now because you lose the game if which they have the land. You just map. Hopefully, hit a non-land, get a +1/+1, swing with cottage and sentinel, and you get them to one. So it's not game over, but it's really close.
They need to hit
So you
another
can't.
kill spell though, I think. I think one more
Yeah.
kill spell. Oh, eater. Nope, not a kill spell. Yeah, they
I
gotta
mean,
redraw with Mosswood.
well, they can do another. They can do the seeking beast again.
Mm, forgot about that.
So you can do it again. Try to find some kind of removal. But you also need to find a second removal for the land, the creature land, man land, creature land. What do we call them these days? These young whippersnappers.
Creature lands, but um, yeah, they're going to the tank. I mean, right now you don't have any place. You just got to play it out. You got to go for the questing. I think it's
Yeah,
the best play, and that's 2 cards deep. If that doesn't get you, then you draw one more card deep. And at the end of the day, you're looking for a go for the throat to kill their 4/4, but then you lose with their creature land. So like,
yeah.
I don't know why they're going. For me, there's not much thinking here. It's just go, 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 go. Let's get this done. All right, they're gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
for it here with the creature land. They're gonna bash in for damage. They're saying, "Hey, look, I can kill you." Can you imagine if Mosswood Dread Knight said target player draws a card, lose a life? You get them down to
Yeah.
one. Oh, they're gonna go down to one.
Hmm. So what do you do
Oh,
here?
no way to lose life. Well, they make the food.
Yeah.
So with the food, you can gain 3 life.
Yeah, but you still died to the creature land. Yeah, there was.
But
I think there you had to
you're just
map
hoping that they
to
don't do
try
it.
to.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just hoping they don't do it there. I think because they let them off the hook the turn before, so you're thinking maybe they'll let me off the hook again. But Marcel Marcel saw it. They knew they had to close the game out immediately. And for me, I think that this next game is going to come down to whether or not Apple Chips lands come into play tapped and what their early game plan looks like. Because if they don't
Yeah.
have a way to keep up with what Marcel's doing, then Marcel's just going to do the same thing, overrun them with the Rafine, get all that whole beatdown going, and then before you know it, one of these creatures has like 4 or 5 counters on it, and you're dead. A card I would love to see is this Sword of Once and Future. I'd like to see it come down and do some work, but we'll see. Apple Chips is thinking here what they might want to bring in, if there's some options for them that are different.
And I see in the chat they're asking if the Esper deck has counter spells. They do have disdainful stroke, which I don't think you bring it in. One negate. And the thing is all of Jun's good cards, Glissa, the Sentinel, they're all under 3. So you're only bringing in Disdainful Stroke for Shieldred and Gix's Command, which is not worth it. And the negate,
You're not bringing
sure,
that in
but
probably.
yeah, you're probably not bringing that in.
You have
So
Normalize as like a 3-of, so they have Mana Leak available in the
yeah, the
early part of the game.
Normalize. I wonder if they cited some of those out. No, they would. I don't think they would.
Maybe sometimes on the sometimes you do. The counter spells get worse, right? As like let's say like I can't remember if it's on the draw, but sometimes on the draw it gets worse. Granted, it is a tempo play, so on the draw it's a little bit better, especially if they're going on turn 3. But this Jund deck list, like you're saying, if you look at this list, all their cards cost like 2 mana. Look at the screen right now. Like
Yeah.
the only cards you're worrying about is the Sentinel, the Liliana, and the Glissa, which the Liliana's come back in. Makes more sense on the play. You want to use that tempo to your advantage, curve out with that Lily. But game 3 here, Shug, you love to see it. Um,
It's the worst
Always,
feeling. You win when you win game 1, lose game 2, and now it's just and then you get a one lander and the worst.
this is
But
better. This
this
is better.
is a way better hand. Do you go? I would get rid of the cottage. Okay.
No,
I would have
I
got
was
rid of
thinking Druid or the Dread Knight. I was actually thinking more Druid. Okay, here comes Bat. I like the Druid more because it gets bigger. Or excuse me, I like the Dread Knight more because it's going to be a bigger threat to begin with, whereas like the Druid is a lot more of a higher mana investment.
yeah. But you're not playing the second half of Druid until you get more land and spells to be able to make it bigger. So
Yeah,
I kind of agree with
exactly.
you there. But the seeking the beast part does get you cards. So
Yeah, it gives you two
that's
looks.
a
Two looks are better than one, right? That's
yeah. But
the whole
but
idea.
here unless they drew the counter spell, your Glissa's gonna be able to land.
Yeah, they don't have a
And
bat unless they drew a bat. So we're expecting a Denic
yeah,
here. Denic on turn 2.
yeah,
You untap, you play your Cliffs, you play Glissa. They untap, play Rafine or Kaido after an attack to gain some lifelink off the Denic. So
yeah.
there's a lot of options, I think, for
But
good
they
plays.
passed, so they absolutely drew the counter spell.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or
you
go for
you
the throat.
swing or go for a throw. So you swing. I don't know if I play Glissa now. I feel this is just a counter.
Yeah, I would have passed. I think you pass and
Yeah, I
then
would
you
have
use Questing
passed.
Druid's
Yeah,
ability.
there it is.
There's the
So now they
tempo.
now they land a Rafine. You can't tack into the Rafine, or they play Kaido.
Yeah, Kaido's okay. Um,
But it's gonna start getting you value because the bat can't attack it. Um, and now and then you have the 1/1, so you're gonna start getting card advantage. You can play your Rafine. Um,
the Denic does get
so I
better
think
too.
yeah, so I think here you might play untap land past turn, questing druid to try to kill before it attacks because
Yeah,
they have the Rafine.
I think either that or like yeah, you want to do Dread Knight maybe too. Like I think you want to almost do both. That's pretty good. Then you bat here. You bat. You take the Rafine.
Yeah,
This is really
the
good.
thing is, this is where Kaido becomes good because now they're gonna get at least one card draw off of this.
Yeah, that's very true. Um, I think you can. I think you can deal with that though. Where Marcel's at in the game, they're not drawing anything yet. So I think you have at least one turn before that Kaido
Yeah,
really
that
starts to
bat,
get
that
out of
bat,
control.
yeah, that bat was huge though because they were able to. Because if they could have bat and Kaido'd, or sorry, if they could have Rafine and Kaido'd, and got two cards out of that, that would have been real good.
Yeah, that would have been a huge advance.
So now you got Denick.
Yep, there's a redraw. We just hit a land. I think you have the question. Was it Seek the Beast?
You can seek the beast. You can dreadnought knight. Yeah, so you got to kill the Kaido.
Yep. They have a kill
Oh,
spell
but
though. It
yeah,
looks like. They're definitely highlighting the bat, so there's going to be something, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, go for
Nope.
the
There we
throw
go.
on the
Go for the
profane
throw.
bat. And now Marcel kind of just gets a huge advantage with that go for the throat. They don't lose their planeswalker. They have a Rafine that they're about to play. And Apple
And you
Chips
have
is
a
just in a
Kaido.
tough spot. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So I think you do the play that I was talking about before, where you, I would have just passed turn, questing Druid to try to get a kill spell before they attack. But even then, with two creatures on the board, you're probably not going to get rid of both creatures. So yeah, they're just gonna put up defensively, questing, try to find something.
More creatures, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not going to be
So
enough
now
here. Gonna
yeah,
back.
you just swing with the 1/1, make it a 2/2.
I'm surprised they're not coming in with a Denic. You get value from Denic dying. You can recurse it back. You get an extra card for the Rafine hit. Speaking of, they put a Denic in the graveyard anyway, so who knows what I'm talking about.
I think now they're in kind of protect Kaido mode, because
yeah.
again now Kaido just starts giving you value with the Rafine, and we see that they don't have any removal spell, so you have to possibly do the Dread Knight, draw a card, but they decide to map it to hope to try to draw a removal spell, or to look at a removal spell,
Ooh.
but it's not. It is a land. So now you're leading back Cave to block.
Got to redraw so you don't lose this Dread Knight. Yep, got to redraw here. Wow, lands.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
So now you're in a little bit of trouble. The ninja's going to be able to get through. You can tack with the Rafine. You can possibly even tack with your creature land. And get
Yeah.
about, but they decide just to go with the ninja. I would attack with the Rafine here too,
Yeah, I think so. You're at
because
18.
they're gonna have, yeah,
Like
they're gonna
you're
have to
not
block.
dying.
Yeah, they're gonna have to block. Oh, they don't have to block, but it's gonna get out of control. So the smart thing would be is for the deep cavern bat to block Rafine.
I think you have to wait a turn. Block it on following turn. Gets one counter.
So they get through. Go to 14.
I just don't think you can give them back the virtue right now just because they have the mana to
Yeah,
play it. But next turn, I think
yeah.
you are gonna have to potentially think about blocking, and they're because
Yeah.
their life total is they're gonna get to what 10 at least if nothing changes. There's a
And they're gonna
call.
see the good news. But again, this is where I said Kaido. If you're able to protect it, it just starts getting you value. Now I'm pretty sure they're holding counter spells, removal, to protect themselves. So this is the power of a planeswalker and Rafine put together. Because now, what does this go through do for you now?
It kills one of
You
their
know,
cards, but you're so behind, right? Like you're already so behind, and you have more cards than them, but the problem is all your cards are lands.
yeah, and that's the worst feeling. But yeah, you just have to. You can play a creature, but play two creatures past turn.
Yep,
Hold up,
creatures
hold up,
down.
go for the throat, and you hold up the one if you're going to kill the Rafine.
Yeah, you don't really have any attacks, but they're
Yeah,
probably
they're
just
trying
gonna
to.
block. Trade Denick with the Dread Knight. Not block the 3/4. Tap with just Rafine and an unblockable card and a Planeswalker seems pretty good to me. You still have 3 cards in hand. Could potentially be gas.
Yeah, but you could draw block with the bat because the bat has nothing under it. So that's just another. I mean, it's 1 point of damage, but it's in the air. But they decided to go with the Denic.
They have to have a removal. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's a pretty good
the
removal.
good old Wandering Emperor.
Yep. So it looks like
Two planeswalkers now. So yeah, you just take out the Dread Knight.
yep. They could have blocked with the bat and upticked on the Wandering Emperor and then gotten some first strike lifelink action, but so it goes. There's the Rafine about to die for this go for the throat.
Yeah. Play the one ward, but now they have two planeswalkers. I mean, no, I was thinking that was their turn. Yeah, this is now you're even in a tough spot.
Yeah, they have a good board presence though. That's at least something that's a positive, I think, for Apple Chips is that they have a lot of creatures on the battlefield, including a flying blocker, even though you're obviously going to give them a good card back. But I don't think that Apple Chips is as bad as it could be anymore. They're just one removal spell away from kind of really being into this game. And Marcel is actually going to come in with both of their creatures, so that's kind of scary.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're getting in damage. You got the Kaido. Wandering Emperor just upticked on the bat. He doesn't want to give back, like you say, he doesn't want to give back that enchantment that instant speed create a creature, and then they could do it at the end of their turn, and then put down the 5-drop enchantment. So now you're kind of at the mercy of what do they have, knowing that, and they know you only have 2 lands in your hand, so they have all the answers. So
Yeah, they have
you're
all
just
the
on top deck
info.
mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now they just decide, okay, how much pressure I can play another flyer, and that's 5 in the air, 6, 7. So you're down to
Oh,
3.
they drew. But Seiju kills the creature land, so that's a positive, I guess.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
worst draw. But it's feeling like the worst draw. They can't alpha swing because the crackback is too big. So we're gonna use our map on the bat to hope that we hit a non-land card to
You're
make our
right. A
bat bigger.
non-land card. 3 lands in hand, just drew a land, and I get another land.
Ooh,
This is the
that's
worst.
horrible. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is like a Joe
Apple
earlier
chips.
when I was watching you guys talk about Joe's game and he drew like what 7 or 8 lands. He still won that game somehow. That was a miracle.
With
That was
yeah.
nuts. Um, but
So yeah.
yeah, that was just a lot of land, and they're gonna activate. You know what? You may as well start swinging, right? You may as well come in, create a 2-turn clock.
Yeah. Well, because you're gonna be able to make a
Food token.
food token. So you try to go after. I mean, I'm attacking with, other than the bat, and maybe the questing beast. I'm attacking with everything to try to kill one of these planeswalkers.
Yeah, there's too much advantage every turn right now for Marcel, and we're definitely seeing that.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna come in with more. They're gonna come in with everybody. Everybody's coming in. I would not come in with the bat though. Yeah, the bat staying
Yeah. I
back.
think. Yeah, but you got to try to take out these planeswalkers, and the problem is do they have removal? What do they have in their hand? Because they have 3 cards, and like you
Oh
said, on
yeah.
the crackback now, with the crackback now, you're going to. So you take the Denic, but with the crackback now, you have the land, the creature lands being able to swing an unblockable 2 flyers.
It's almost lethal. The fly, yeah, like they're just letting it happen. They're like, yeah, sure, that's completely fine with me. Um,
So if you
yeah,
use the
that was
Beseiju
rough.
on the creature land, um, yeah, they can double activate to try to get the win. I mean, there's good. The bat still blocks, but that gives you. I think you just swing in with the 1. Say, okay, kill my. If you can kill my creature, kill my creature. If not, you have to block with the bat. I get back this card at instant speed. You have to have a answer.
Yep, here comes Beseju. So you're still going to take 7, go down to 3. Gain some life off of the food. I think next turn you're just swinging in
Oh, you
everyone
can't.
again.
Well, you can't gain life off the food because you used the 2 mana to use Beseju.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you're going down to 3. Um, unless you're using the bat to block here. So you're not using the bat. So you're going down to 3 past turn.
Marcel's still with 3 cards that we don't know about. Could just be gas.
Yeah, it could be Wandering Emperor, it could be counter spells. Um,
Yeah, they let their planeswalkers die. They were like, yeah, sure. I have enough advantage.
now it could be okay. They have okay on top is what they announced. It could just be 3 lands that they have in hand.
Yeah, yeah. Apple chips and then could be in the same position.
Oh, Apple Chips with another land off the top. This is rough.
Cycles the Atoras, right? You gotta cycle it, and then you hope that you hit something that's real.
You hope they hit a removal spell. If not, if you don't hit a removal spell, okay, so it's Fairy. That's another flyer and a blocker. Well, you hit the removal, so that's good.
Sorry, I'm just checking some.
No, you're fine. So you're putting the and there's another removal up top. So this can get spicy right now for Apple because they have a removal, they have a way to gain life, and they can start putting pressure. So I think you play Cottage here. You attack with Sentinel and
Oh, the
Dreadnought.
Flyers. It just it just doesn't
Yeah,
end.
the Flyers. But you're starting to get in a position where, especially with having the 2 mana to remove plus the 2 mana to gain 3 life. You go to 6. You take out the ninja. You block.
Block the Denick.
It's a very very tight window.
Yeah. It's just Marcel's just like at 26 too. Like it's
Well,
rough.
what you could do
It's
here
rough.
is you can play the springs. Put it map the bat. Hopefully you don't you. Oh, we already know what's on top. So okay, we're good there. So now that's a 3/3. So the other bat and the fairy can't swing in. They could try if they just swing in with the ninja. You go to throat ninja.
This is hilarious. Okay, they're activating the creature land.
Yeah. So they're gonna swing all up in the air plus the ninja. So you block. I think you have to block Denick. Game 3, 1, 2, 3, 6. Actually, I don't. Oh, okay, okay. So you block Denick, kill the ninja, and then gain 3 life from the food. So that puts you up to 9, and then you take 6, go down to 3. And we know you have another removal. So I think you kill. I think you have to kill Ninja here.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you get the long goodbye. You swing in again. You might have to swing in with a cottage to try to gain some life. Because you no longer have a bat.
This is gross. This
Yeah.
math is gross. All right, use the something. Do something here. Yep. This thing. So we're hoping there's no counterspell, right? Counterspell wins the game.
Counterspell definitely wins the game, which is the worst because you're doing all this math just for them to be holding the counterspell. See,
Nope.
this is where in person they just show you the counterspell and say, "I have it." I think you have to kill the ninja because the ninja
It's unblockable.
it's unblockable.
Oh, they're going for the Denick
There's a
instead.
counterspell. Oh no!
No more lies.
Is it no more lies?
No more top 8.
The
Oh,
Wandering Emperor.
that's
Ooh,
scary.
what is?
You just uptick, right?
Okay, so yeah, you uptick
They can't gain life.
case. No, they still gain life. They gain
No, they
3. They go
don't.
to 9.
They don't because of first strike. So now they're just dead. That was lethal.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's just dead. I forgot about the first strike.
Wow, that was a heck of
Yep.
a way for it to end. So congratulations to Marcel for taking that match down.
So this is, I believe, Naya versus Mono Red. If I am.
Yeah, we're in the top 4 here. In the top 4, cutting out.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, top 4 here. We got Naya versus Mono Red. Classic matchup. And they're both aggro decks. So this, I can guarantee you, this is gonna be a quick match. Because they're just gonna go. But Naya has kind of a slow start here. They have a 2-drop, which they're going to be able to play. But this is going to be really good for them because they're going to be able just to ditch lands instead of spells to keep their creature alive, the
Yep.
guardian alive. So this is not going to hurt them. They're not going to have to ditch spells or anything like that. And obviously, Mono Red, we know what they're about. So yeah, so this is just, hey, cool. I'm just gonna ditch this.
Yeah, definitely.
So yep, Mono Red, feels bad because you're just wasting a spell, but they get to play the scoundrel, charming scoundrel.
Yeah,
Do you,
getting.
does this scoundrel charm you?
Oh, it's very charming. I
I,
would definitely say
I
it's one of the most charming scoundrels that I've ever seen.
yeah, they would get me. They would get all my money. Get in there for 2 past turn, and
Yep,
we draw
there's some
more land.
damage. And looks like Alessandro here, Segu, doesn't really have that much going on. They
Yeah.
have Destroy Evil, which is nice. But besides, they don't really have many spells.
Yeah, I don't think, especially with the mono red. I mean, there's a few cards, but Destroy Evil is not going to do. I don't think it's going to do much.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a few cards that it's going to hit in a mono red deck. Maybe, and I think Destroy Evil. Let me just make sure. Why I can't remember cards right now. Yeah, it's going after the toughness, and a lot of the spells that mono red plays, pumps up the attack and not the
Yep.
toughness. So
Yeah, there's not many cards for that Destroy Evil to hit outside of like a Kamanos or, I mean, that roll token, it might end up being a good option. And yeah, they're just drawing a lot of lands, unfortunately, here.
yes, I think here you. What do you do here? And attack, yeah, because they can't even enlist with it because they don't have any other creature. So here we go again. Mono red just going to try to kill it, but it also clears the path of the blocker. So now mono red could just start getting in for damage.
100%. It seems
And
like it's a lot of lost value, but at the end of the day, what Mono Red cares about is you going to 0. So once we do a little bit of math, we figure out that play with fire is a lot better on tapping their creature down. And then we can set up a better turn here, which is exactly what they're doing.
we got connect the dots here. And this is
Yeah, I don't know what that card is. I will have to.
whenever a creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library face down. Play 1 colorless, 1 red, discard your hand, sacrifice connecting dots, put all exile cards with connecting dots into the owner's hand. So it just refuels your hand. So
Gotcha.
now this Destroy Evil looks really good because you're going to be able to get rid of that enchantment and they won't be able to gain the card advantage off of that. So that's pretty good. You're gonna be able to get a block here on the 1/1. You're gonna take 4 damage, go to 14, but you're essentially leaving and the frenzy. So Now you are in a little bit of trouble. They're going to get in for 6 damage. You're going to have to destroy that enchantment and have them live off the top of the deck. Draw a second guardian.
Yeah, second guardian doesn't really matter here. I think that you do have to destroy that enchantment because it's just really, really.
Yeah. So yeah, you destroy that. I think guardian is. I mean, eventually, if you can get land another creature and start enlisting, you know. But now you have 2 guardians. You can block one of the one of the. You can block the other 2/2, and make it indestructible. So you can actually, if they attack here with uh, the Swift Spear, you can kill it. And I think that's the one you're going to want to kill. So you attack whatever one they do damage to, you just make it indestructible. So yeah, they're weighing their options. I think you want to kill that because of the prowess. Yeah, okay, there you go, and then you just indestructible. You be able to now you kill it. All right, we go to 9, and oh my goodness gracious, land, land, yeah, yeah. How many land is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 land. Oy. So I think you got to attack Scry. Because if they draw one more lands, then we can say Shuffler might be rigged. I think they didn't attack. All right. So they're going to hold up for Indestructible
Yep. Yeah,
and
down to
hope
1 land
that.
here. They're just like in a really, really, really tough spot. Yeah,
Oh
there's
my
another land.
goodness.
They've just been landlords this whole game. Look at their graveyard. They've drawn
Yeah.
3. We're on turn
9.
5, and they've drawn 3
Yeah.
cards that weren't lands.
Yeah. So now this is, but drawing this land is kind of good because it protects both of your your guardians now.
Yeah, that's fine.
So like you might take 1 damage here, but now you can. Now the problem is if they have frenzy
Exactly.
or removal spell. So now, okay, so I'm assuming this is probably Furious.
Oh my. So that's a lot of damage coming in now. They're at 9.
Monsters
So they're
Rage.
going
Why
to
did I call
kill
it
you.
Furious? Because I saw Furious on the card. Yeah, Monsters Rage. Right. So yeah, so
It's
you just
okay.
make it indestructible. You're going to 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
You
not
do a
looking good for
land.
them right now at
Ooh,
all.
oh, this is pass turn. You just got to pass turn and then play this
The real question
2
is, Shook, do
blockers.
they have any way out of this game?
Uh,
Like, what card can they draw that gets
I
them
mean,
out of this game?
they can get another destroy evil because they can destroy the enchantment. Yeah, you can get the one of lightning helix get you land back, or sorry, I get you life back. Um,
This deck is crazy. This deck is like all 2-ups. This deck is just insane, right?
yeah,
I gotta, yeah, really looking at it right now. The top 8. I can't believe this deck. This deck is just all over the place. It's awesome. Oh, there's the lightning helix.
yeah. There's a lightning helix.
Oh, you keep that helix
So
on top. Yep.
yeah. So you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose a the guardian. I think if they don't have another creature, I think you block the 1/1, take 3, go to 2, helix the 3/3, and now you start to take over the game. And you leave a blocker back just in case of haste.
Yeah,
So you got
block
to
your
hope
two
that that's a
two. I think you got to block the
yeah.
3/3. I think you have to block the 3 just so you don't lose to play with fire. So I think you block
Well,
the
they have
1/1.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this. This is rough. Okay.
Yeah, but you do have the helix.
And they drew a land, but it's a creature land.
Yeah, so here
I don't think you can
I don't
helix
even
yet.
attack. Yeah, I don't think you even attack it. You hope that they draw nothing, try to swing in with the creature land, and you just helix it.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to start drawing creatures. I think that if they're able to get Squeed would help because Squeed would start creating 1/1s, and he can leave those black as blockers. So Destroy Evil has to go to bottom. I think you put both cards on bottom, to be honest.
Yeah, possibly.
Which is what is a Ganja doing for you? I think you need creatures.
Yeah, you can't be defensive anymore, right? I think you're past the defense
Yeah,
stage because you're gonna gain some life here, and
yeah.
they're pretty much out
Still,
of cards.
yeah. But they leave the Ganja on top. So you just gotta hope that they do not have a creature or
Burn. You gotta hope they don't have burn. Oh, there's a creature. It has haste. Okay.
When it enters the battlefield, suspended. Whenever one or more other creatures enter the battlefield under your control, if an goat is suspended, you may use one of those creatures. And you do if an is no longer suspended. Okay, so
Give something
or
not block.
suspected.
Give something not
Yeah,
block is what it does, right? Oh
so
yeah,
yeah.
there you
So
go.
now
Lightning
you
Helix. Don't target yourself.
right. All
Don't do that.
right. So you take 2, go to 5. So you're pricing attacking again to try to get some scries.
This is so sketchy though.
It really is, but you gotta like I would put that on the bottom, yeah.
Yep. All right, I'm trying to look
Okay,
at their
pass turn.
cards here. Hopeful, Peacekeeper.
Okay, so
Steel
you
Seraph would be the draw.
Ganju.
If they draw
Yes,
Steel
it's
Seraph,
the
they can
problem
gain some
is,
life.
but the problem is paying. You're only playing it as a 3/3, but yeah, all those lands they drew. If they would have played the lands, you make it a 6/6, then it's way
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. True.
Oh, okay,
Mirix is
and
scary.
another land. Wow. So now you can. I don't think you can attack.
Nah, no way. Well, I think they're still gonna do it.
Yeah, you can't attack.
Okay, so they didn't do it. Here comes a Mirix token. This is so rough. This is game 1 though. Still a lot of Magic to be played. You know what I mean?
Definitely a lot, but on the other side, Mono Red's drawing. They've drawn 7 lands, so they're not. They're in a position to another land, but it is you can cycle that. Try to get
Um. Well, I don't think you play that card. It can't block, and you're gonna take a point of damage to play it. I think you're doing more of a favor if you play this card than not.
yeah.
How this is just unfortunate. Oh,
Wow, another land, but it's a creature land. All right,
Peacekeeper, sure. It's a 3/3.
yep,
It blocks. You
it
play it.
blocks. What does Peacekeeper allow you to still name something though when you after you play it,
Let's take
or
a
does it
look.
only?
Let me take a look right now. Then choose any card name. So I think you get to choose it still.
So what are you choosing here? Well, they have 8 mana, so
Yeah, I mean it doesn't I don't know what you choose here. Probably Lightning Strike. I mean you make Lightning Strike cost 4 mana, sure.
Frenzy maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say either Frenzy or well, I don't know, the Lightning Strikes. They don't have Lightning Strikes, so it's Play with Fire, Monsters Rage, Frenzy, and this is still game 1, so they don't have anything from the sideboard. So yeah, I'm naming Frenzy. Did you see what they named?
They named Mirrex.
Merrick's okay.
So Mirrex costs 2 more to use. So Mirrex is taxed, but they have infinite mana. Here comes Feldon
Yeah,
coming in for some damage. Got him down to 9. This is a nail biter.
really is. Okay, so you can block 3. They can go to 1.
So if they block 3, they go to 2.
Well, if they send in the creature land, they're
Yeah, I
blocking
think
that.
yeah, I think that still puts them down to 2. Yep. They block the 2/2, block 2/1/1s. I think you got to block the mites because the mites. All right, well, sure.
Yeah, it
Poison
takes them
damage
down
could
to
be a
2.
thing.
2.
Oh, play with fire wins the game.
Um, um, Rage. I think they might have Rage here.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, there it is. Yep, there it
Yep,
is. Yep.
Rage. Rage makes the most sense. There we go.
Yep, there's lethal.
There is lethal.
Tough way to lose, but it happens.
All
There's a
right,
lot of
going to game
lands.
2. Yeah. So if you're Naya, like a lot of two ofs, it's a lot here.
A lot of
I
two
think you're
ofs and then a
bringing in
lot of
a
one ofs in the sideboard.
yeah. I
Oh,
think you're bringing in Strangle.
you're bringing in the other Seraph. You're probably bringing in. Oh, do you want Thalia? Thalia kind of hurts you.
Yeah, end of festivities might be a thing. Two to frenzies.
Here we go. What do we cut? Yeah, cutting the Skrelv. Okay. Kellen. I would cut the Feldon. Feldon's the first card I'm cutting because it can't block.
Yeah,
At least that's just me. I'm probably cutting the Feldons. The Feldons just gets worse, right, as the game progresses?
yeah. I mean, obviously, early on, it's a good card, and if they have to block, to save their life totals. But then this is what I was talking about. Sometimes you can over or under sideboard, and I think maybe the taking out the Feldons is a under sideboard. Like you said, they get worse. But we said that about cut downs, and then look what happens. It was the
Yeah,
star
that
of
was the
that.
name of that game was how many people had to cut
so
down.
maybe we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Once again, it's easier to be on this side and say some things, but then seeing it in action is a completely different thing.
Exactly. And then if you're mono red, you're bringing in maybe the Forge. Me and Hearsay was talking about it. The Forge, once it lands, if you don't have a reaction to it, it can take over a game.
What I really like
So
about their sideboard too is that it's very straightforward. It just goes 4 4 4 3. So they
yeah.
definitely know what cards are going into what specific matchups for mono red.
All right, here we go. Oh, and this is
Oh,
tough. Naya has to. Okay, I mean this to me is actually really good
put back the yep, put that back.
because you're
Yep,
going
start off with
turn
the
two
bivouac.
Dahlia, turn three Adeline. That's not bad.
Yeah, and you have a first striker. The first striker should be able to hold off most of their threats, right?
Yeah, and it's also going to tax their mana, so they can't. They're gonna have to pay attention to that.
Drawing lands again. Starting to get shell shock here. just just starting to get worried. Drawing too many lands again. We don't want that to happen, even though we have a pretty good start here. So Thalia's dead. That's okay. We have Adeline as backup. It's a land, but it's an Naganjo, so we can at least use it as a utility spell.
Yeah,
And
but now
Adeline's
with
down,
this,
but
with this Adeline, unless they have frenzy, if unless they have frenzy, they're gonna and or the one drop deal 5 damage. They Adeline's gonna start being able to make some blockers. Um,
Case is really good. We saw it do a lot of work for MTG Joe.
yeah.
Just drawing so many cards for the red deck.
And here we go with lands. Good lord! But you have the Ugandu. You can
Man,
kill something.
this is getting out of control.
It
This is the same
is
game again. They drew 3 cards that weren't lands. That just feels bad, you know?
So we're just
Like
gonna try to go wide
you're
here.
trying your best, and then the game just doesn't care. The game's like, yeah, I don't care about your best.
I think you put the +1/+1 on Adeline.
I think so.
Well, no, because this is a clock, so they have to have an answer for Adeline.
Very true. Okay. Looks like they're still just gonna come in. I think they have Menace, right? Menace and they can't block or something like that. All right. It's not a great card, but it's a card. And we can
Yeah,
play it and still hold up a Ganjo because a Ganjo costs less for legendaries. And we're gonna have 2 legendaries on the battlefield, so Ganjo is only gonna cost 1 mana to use. I think you play it and you smash in, right?
absolutely. I think that's what you got to do because now you're just saying you're on a clock. You know,
100%.
you're on a clock. I'm gonna force you to have to answer my threats.
Okay, a lot of damage. We're blocking the Adeline. We're taking 4, going down to 9. They have a burn spell. I think you use the
No.
Saganjo. Yeah, you just use the
Yeah.
Saganjo and just blow them out. 2 for 1. Yep. 2 for 1 here. Do they have any? They don't really have any responses that's going to save this card. We're going to kill Felden, so that mills 2 cards off the top of their deck they probably can't play.
Oh. Oh, that's rough. It's one
Yeah.
of your win conditions there. But again, you get to play that till next turn. No, no, no. So you're in a good spot. So you can play that next turn and sack
The
the
Adeline for
Adeline.
lethal. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the case where you recognize, you know what? I'm just going to start swinging and force you to start answering my creatures.
Yep. Yeah, they had the tempo play there, and yeah, that was huge. I think that was definitely that was the play.
Yeah, you got to be able to recognize mid game. Like, you know what? I just got to attack. I just got to land creatures and just attack because it seems like they don't have an answer for my creatures. So I'm just gonna start attacking and put the onus on them to respond to me.
Yep. Lots of 2-0s, but you know what? They came in handy.
They did. So now we're going to game 3, right? Yes.
Yeah, game
1-1. This
3.
is
Yep, should be a barn burner here for
to
sure.
get to the finals. Ugh, this is talk about pressure.
Yeah, lots of pressure, right? This is a great
Talk
hand.
about
Great hand. Can't play
yep.
Kumanos. Okay, still can't play Kumanos. That's okay though. Yep, we're gonna play this land. We could play Guardian. I still don't like being on the draw though, right? Like when red deck's on the play, it feels really bad. A good thing of note though is that they're kind of a little bit red shy. They have that Mirrex that they just played, so there's a chance that next turn they're not able to cast multiple red spells.
Mm,
But
mm. Not heavy red though is punishing right now.
yep, yeah, we really want to use that removal spell plus the Kumanos on turn 1 would have been a lot better than tap land plus 2 drops. So Swiss Spear gets bigger here, and you have no good blocks. You're gonna go down to 12 already.
Yeah, I don't think you can even block. And they, yeah, ooh, this is rough. Oh, you can't block, but what do you? Yeah, you have to ditch that. You have to draw a red here, hopefully.
Hmm.
Arena Souls. Do you just hold up a Ganju?
Think you might. Does Tristani gain life? Trying to take a look right now. Tristani, target creature gains
No,
dot
I don't believe so.
touch, target creature gains vigilance, target creature gains double strike. Yeah, that's not. None of those
But it's
are
a 4/4.
abilities. Yeah, it's a 4
Yeah, but
4.
it's a 4/4. It's a 4/4. It's a big body, and you're hoping they just don't draw land.
Yeah, and you're hoping you draw red at some point here.
Yeah.
You've got to leverage this removal spell in your hand to kill one of their threats. They hit a land, but it's not a red, so you know that they're still only casting potentially one spell per turn.
Yeah, so I'm assuming they're just gonna hit in with Phoenix. No, they're going with. I smell frenzy. I smell the frenzy. Frenzy, or they're ditching their whole hand, but it smells like frenzy. Yep.
Oh, that's just tough.
Yeah, but the good thing is they can't get to those cards yet without the extra red mana. So I don't know. Did they sideboard out Destroy Evil?
I don't remember. Ooh, we're getting rid of the red card now. I would get rid of the Voldaren before anything. All right,
It's
we're
tough.
taking 2, going down to 12. All right, we hit a
It's a
red land,
red,
but it
but it's
comes into play
tapped.
tapped. I think you play it, and then you play the 3/1 Spirit, and then you have 2 cards you can discard to both of them. We're back in this position, though, where we're just going to run out of gas, and we're just going to be stuck in block mode for like 8 turns, so
Yeah, yeah.
really
Not
need
having the
some way
red
to
on
flip it.
turn one. Not having the red on turn one, turn two really hurt them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And mono red is just going okay. Whatever they have in their hand, whether it be a frenzy or anything like that, they're just a monstrous rage.
Yep, here comes Voldaren. Gonna pump up.
So you bump up the guardian and then sack the Voldaren to kill one of the 1/1s.
Yeah, you kill the Phoenix chick. I think you just pass the.
Yeah. And can the Voldaren be is it instant speed?
Yeah, it's instant speed to sack it. I think they're just waiting. They're
Yeah.
gonna do it now though. Interesting choice, getting rid of the card with Menace.
Well,
There
because
are
I think
counter
if
with Menace that you
I
can
think
block still.
yeah, I think if it enter like another creature enters or something, it gives it also. Oh,
Oh,
well. Yeah, oh, you get rid of the red land.
yeah, that's bad. Tough situation to be in. Gonna make your card indestructible though, so they tap it down. 1 red tap down a card. Coming in for 3, put you at 9.
Yeah, but this enchantment is just you're gonna be able to eventually get to 8 cards. So you either have to get a destroy evil. There's your red. I think you're in a lot of trouble now because they can just ditch their hand, get 8 new cards, probably find burn or rage or something to get damage through.
Yeah, 8's a lot.
Yeah, so you can't
8
even
is a
attack
lot.
here. You have to save the red to mm, you gotta see what they do. Okay, take 4. Pass turn.
I think they're just kind of running out of gas themselves here. They're just kind of stuck. They have a 4-turn clock with the 4/4. That's a thing.
It is a thing, but the problem is that enchantment. It's about to
Pop off.
yeah, it's about to get them ahead.
They need some of those cards to be lands, though. In all honesty, even
They
one
do.
mountain would be fine. Yeah, Alessandro's just wondering where everything went wrong with their deck, and I don't really think anything went wrong. I mean, for them as a player, I think that it was more them drawing. Like we've seen them draw so many lands for 2 games in a row.
So frenzy, get in for 3.
Oh
Wow.
wow,
Wow.
that's
That's
tough.
tough.
Yep, tough. Not good.
So now you guys just.
They're just scrying. That's not gonna do it. You can pitch both of those, and then they're probably just gonna draw another land. Honestly, I don't know. Do you bottom those?
Mm, well, so let me just
What
read
does a card that
something real
can't
quick.
block accomplish? Like, I don't understand.
Well, here's the thing though with the fleeting spirit. Let's start with the- So you can, yeah. So you're gonna discard here, return it. Okay.
Okay, we got a blocker.
You have a blocker with first strike now because you can exile. So then my assumption is they're gonna play Feldon, and that's attack, and then
So hear me out.
you got him down.
If Jaceto sacks the enchantment this turn and then attacks out, they lose to the Feldon on top because it's exactly 9 on the crackback.
Yeah.
So
So that the enchantment would have to have land or creature that they can play right away. So you're putting the pressure on them to have an answer.
I think you
So
just
they
let this
swing.
happen. I think you just take it. I really think you take the 2 damage and you go to 4.
Because they can't sack the enchantment and then play something
I
because they
guess
don't
you have first
have.
strike. You have first
Yeah.
block, first strike.
They go to 5.
Game's a lot closer than it seems. Honestly, Shug. Like I'm pretty.
Yeah, I thought it was out of hand, but with them starting to attack with Guardian, it put a lot of pressure. So now, like I said, if they crack that enchantment, they can't actually play. Well, they might have an instant speed now.
Yeah, but that's gonna tap them out. Okay, give it first strike. All right, here we go. First strike. 3 cards from the bin, gone. We're blocking. They have an answer. Cards in hand. Oh,
Well, that's no. I think that's
puts them to 1.
4 or 5. Puts them to 1.
Oh, that's a shame. He could have also sacked their plaza.
Well, no, because if they sack the plaza, they can't play. They wouldn't be able to play this.
Yeah, this is.
Go to 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. They weren't drawing. They were drawing another land, honestly, where they were at. Yeah, Jaceto gonna take
That's
this
game.
down.
That's rough.
Yeah, that was definitely tough for Segu, but those are the breaks. That definitely happens. And red deck is a good deck. It puts pressure on the time, doesn't let off the gas. See that deck in the.
This video is brought to you by MagicJank.com, the spiciest cards for your sauciest decks. Buy and sell Magic the Gathering products and gear today on MagicJank.com.
Looking for the latest comic book to add to your collection? How about the last card for that Magic the Gathering Commander deck? Well, the comic book stores got you covered. Shop online at comicbookstore.tcgplayerpro.com or come in person at 30 North Main Street, Glassboro, New Jersey. Pizza people, are you enjoying the content? Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Hit that bell icon as well. That way, anytime any of our new content comes out, you're able to see it right away. Hey, leave a comment down below as well. Tell us what you're going to play in the next event, or tell us what you're enjoying about the video. Don't forget, check out the description too. We've got tons of great content down below. And on top of that, we're going to have our tournament schedule too. So get in on it. Hope to see you.
I mean, no, I think they're still on the computer. Or sorry, still on the phone because that's the phone icons in the left hand corner.
Oh, gotta take a mulligan here. Oof. I think you keep this one because I don't think you can go down again.
What do you get rid of here? I think you get rid of fugitive. Because if you draw a land, charming scoundrel is amazing.
Yeah, I can make a treasure.
So do you go
Or we're going commandos
enchantment?
into potentially double Phoenix Chick. And we're
Yeah.
hoping to ride those to a little bit of victory here.
The old good one drop or the old good one lander. Here we go.
Yeah, they're still on their phone.
Oh, they're focusing. They're like turning down the music. Oh, he gets to land here.
Huge plays.
Do
Double
you go
Phoenix Chick. Double
scoundrel?
Phoenix Chick.
You go double Phoenix? I thought maybe going
Yeah.
scoundrel. But yeah, you're right.
No, maybe.
Get
I
that.
mean, there's definitely a huge argument for Scoundrel. You can make it a 2/2, or it'll be a 3/3 and you're attacking. I
Yeah,
guess,
but then
like,
you can also play the chick too.
I
You
think
play
you want to
scoundrel
play
chick.
through Denick, though, right? Because if they have Denick on 2, then your Charming Scoundrel isn't as good. Oh, they got a lot of damage. I think you got to read. Well,
I think you go scoundrel here.
yes, I love this play. So you do this first, then you Charming Scoundrel, and you redraw. Because
Oh,
if
there
you
was
don't do this first, then you would have to discard the Monstrous Rage. And then now you Scoundrel. You get a fresh card. Yep. Okay, it's a land, but you know what? We got to get through those, so... Oh, it's a shame we can't get Phoenix Chick back now, but that's okay.
yeah, but you could get Phoenix next turn.
Oh, that's really good. Really, really good hit there.
On mainboard?
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome. Oh, here we go with this connected dots again. This thing was money.
Yeah, I think you play it, and then you start attacking with the Phoenix. Well, you attack with both.
Yeah, you just tackle both.
Yeah, and you get 2 fresh draws. You don't care if they trade. You're gonna put them at 9, so they're just a few burn spells away from death. I think you just swing out. No, swing out. Both. Yep. We're in the finals, Shug. You can't be afraid anymore. You got to swing out.
You can't. You cannot be afraid.
Yep. Here we go. 2 cards. 2 cards are better than 1. And you also have enough mana to crack it. So if they have an answer for it, yep, forced to have to block a 1/1 with their 3-drop. You feel you're trading up on mana. So that feels great.
Emperor. Okay, yeah. So the bat doesn't mean anything. I was to say Emperor hurts here, but
Yeah, Emperor would be kind of rough. Do you redraw here? Okay, they didn't.
you have to. No, you have to attack. I think you have to attack, and then
No, I think you can crack it. Let's take.
this is why we should know the cards, right?
Yeah, it's hard. Card your hand.
Discard your hands.
Yeah, it's at any
Sacrifice.
time.
Oh, I think you have to discard your hand. So
No,
yeah.
if you have no hand, you can still do it.
Okay.
Yeah. And what they're doing here.
I think they're trying to draw, but this is kind of bad because they draw the extra cards. Oh no, they don't draw them. They just put them in their hand. So yeah, this is good. Oh, there we go.
Play with fire. 20%.
Oh, the battery's 20%. You better win this quick. You better win this quick.
They gotta hurry.
Plug it in.
Plug in the phone, dude. Bro, plug in your phone. You can't lose in the finals to a dead battery.
Oh, that would be the worst.
All right, here comes a point of damage.
So yeah, Wandering Emperor here is bad. Okay, cut down there. And it was 2 land. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, I mean you can start making 1/1s.
Yeah, we're making 1/1s now. We're death by toxic potentially.
They only seem to have 4 land. And see, what's the great thing about these lands that can create? Wow, that can create creatures is there's not gonna be a lot. No, this feels like Emperor right here. Yeah.
Oh, stop the pain. Stop the pain now.
Yeah.
Stop the pain.
Yeah. Block. Now you're starting to put damage back on them.
Trying to make the screen
All
bigger
right,
for
yeah.
folks at home here.
Yeah. Now they're gonna gain life back, go up to 11. Yeah, this is rough for mono red now.
Will it be another land, Shug? My money's on land.
Play with fire.
Oh, it's a card. Can't kill Emperor though. You honestly just can't do
I know.
anything. Like it's just points of this in the game where I'm like, game's over. Like you lost.
Yeah.
Drew 3 or 4 lands in a row, and you're a deck that if that.
I mean,
happens,
you can. Yeah, they just made a cheat. I was gonna say you could try to kill the cavern, the bat wall. You know, if they try to put a 1/1 on it, but
yeah.
I think you got to kill the bat because you got to stop them from gaining life. This feels like a Rafine.
Yeah, there's no like one card. Ugh.
Oh,
gross.
that's yeah. You kill the bat here.
Trust me, it doesn't feel good. I feel how they feel where they're like,
So another 1/1. Another land. Yeah. Scoop them up. That's
they heard you. They're like, so I'll scoop them up. Yeah, sure.
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
like, oh,
and he's on 15%. Got rid of the ad blocker.
all right, so we're just gonna go back to the screen because they're just gonna sideboard. But in order for them to sideboard, they look at the.
But they're
deck
on 50.
list.
They're on 50% of plug in your phone. Message this person. Plug in your phone for God's sake. Oh, I feel so bad right now.
They have to like use their phone to look up. That's right.
Yeah,
So,
what do you
mad
say? What do you?
respect to the people who make it to the finals with the phone. I swear it happens like
Yeah.
every other time. Like,
all right, so yeah, you're definitely going forge here. Case probably. What are you taking out? I'm taking out play with fire. Well, you took out 2 of the players with fire.
first, I'm plugging in my phone.
Yeah, I'm plugging in. Plug in your phone.
That's the first thing I'm doing. First game plan before sideboarding.
Yeah, frenzy. I think you gotta get rid of frenzy.
All right, Shug, they're on phone.
Dude, I feel like plug in your phone. From now on, that's the only way I'm gonna play tournaments now. I'm gonna stream from my phone and play in tournaments from my phone, just to make it miserable for you. If I come back on here and do commentary, it's just gonna be from my phone. Everything from the phone, and I'm gonna make sure it's at like 10%. Are we gonna make it through the whole tournament? Don't know.
Right, here we go.
And I think for Esper, you're bringing in Path. You're bringing in.
I
Yeah,
have to go
that's
side.
that 10% is starting to look bad.
All right,
it's their phone is screaming for help.
I'm gonna go to Marcel's.
Yeah, I'm on Marcel's side already. Marcel has a decent hand. It's nothing special, but the grass, the early grass to gain some life. They just hope not to draw any more lands.
What's gonna happen first? Is Marcel's computer gonna crash, or is Ray gonna lose all battery? Oh no, they had to mulligan twice. That's not good. And they have a parasitic grasp. Ooh, but you know what? Marcel has nothing for a while.
Yeah. And the grass does the grass take, because if it's non-human, it takes 3 double
it takes
black.
3 mana.
So they got time. There you go. And
we're off to the races. 2 creatures with haste. Down to 16, and we draw a tap land, a creature land, which we're not gonna play yet.
yeah, so this
Don't know why they didn't play that tap land, but that's okay. Oh, because they want double black.
okay, so you just hold up the grass.
I thought it was a sorcery, but yeah, you hold it up, or you just play it now because you play your instance at sorcery speed.
Apparently, I didn't get that memo.
I mean, they might just be winning this game, so I can't really trash
Ooh.
on it. And then here comes
They're gonna go with
Decapping
bat
Bat.
instead. Okay. What do you have in hand?
Oh,
Double. Oh, this is interesting.
Phoenix
Uh-oh.
Chick. We got more creatures. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you take the damage. You go down to 9. You know what? It's getting scary though. If they don't use this parasitic grasp soon, they could be in some trouble.
Game for life.
Yep,
Yeah, you
kill
definitely
that.
get rid of Prowess.
Yeah, we're gaining 4 altogether this turn, and we feel pretty good about that. We know that they just have a monstrous rage. We're looking pretty good. We're feeling pretty good about this.
Scoundrel off the top. Okay, Swiss Fear is good.
Yep.
But they're gonna be able to play the big bad next turn.
Yeah, the 4/4 with lifelink is pretty good, I would say. Oh, we're starting to get a little laggy, so. And yeah, you swing in.
So they gotta hope they draw a double spell here for with rage and something else to push through damage.
Right. They honestly need to find a way to kill this Aclazotz.
Yeah.
If they can do that, then they're fine. But if they can't kill this Aclazotz, then the game is about to be over. Because gaining 5 a turn unblockable is pretty good.
But the thing is, though, is Marcel only has land in hand, so he's got to draw a double spell, some kind of another spell that can do damage, with Monastery and swing through the Bat God, and then just hope to draw land or something. Like if they drew like play with fire, kill the bat,
Yeah, double monstrous rage.
rage on whatever one they block. You're not in the best spot because then they still have the creature lands. I think Esper is about to take this down.
Yep, here comes Lithomantic Barrage. It's only going to kill the bat, so we have double monstrous rage.
Yeah.
It's really funny, but they're not out of it for sure.
No, they're not out of it, but it's
like
you're gonna have to draw a spell.
Aclazotz
You're gonna have to draw a
has the block.
spell.
Yeah, they might just lose here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, if they don't block, they lose. They have to block.
So I think you doubles Monstrous on this thing. Kill their creature. and then when you attack next turn, you could bring back the chick.
You monstrous on the Phoenix chick, and then you monstrous on the Swift Spear now.
Oh, because it makes it a 4. Okay.
Yeah, because it'll be a lot more damage. All right, they stay at 11. Listen, Marcel has nothing. They have nothing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so now
Yeah, lands. That's all that they have. So Tito can still win this game.
yep. Well, they have the Soaring City, so that can blank something,
Mm.
and you do it before they attack, so they don't get the trigger on chick. So you got to hope they don't draw a spell here. Spell or creature here is rough. Okay, so now you have to city. So you go to combat. I would have citied there. Can you do both? Yeah, you can do both. So you go to blocks, they rage, you city. Oh, but you can't do. Oh, I thought chick was it's 2. It's 3 attackers, not 2.
Okay. Oh,
So
this
you
is a
blink.
blowout.
You got to blink the Swiss sphere.
Yep. I think so. I you can't lose your creature land here, or you just you got to keep stalling. Are they gonna? Okay, scapegoat.
Okay. Now you just replay the scapegoat.
Yeah. Huh. Weird. Oh, that's not bad. It's a draw.
It is a draw.
Oh wow, yeah, this is huge. Oh, but it comes back tapped.
Yeah, but they have 1 blocker, so you got to hope no creature.
Ah, creature with haste. All right. And it's
Yeah,
a
the
Phoenix
problem is you're
chick.
gonna lose. You're gonna lose your Swiss sphere.
There's another Phoenix chick in the graveyard, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna lose your Swiss sphere or the scapegoat. Most likely the Swiss sphere. So take 5, go to 5. You can then go up to
Suspect the
4.
Swifts. Well, okay.
So
Here
what they
comes the
can do
virtue.
is, yeah, but this is. I think this game is because they convert you next turn, gain 4 life, and their creature gets untapped, being with 5 toughness. Yeah,
Oh, I think
let's
that
go
go
to
for the
throat.
throat is definitely is the writing on the wall here.
Well, yeah, they're still because they played the virtue.
Yep, swinging with both, get them down to 12. Go back up to 9, untap all my cards. They get counters. And we'll be gaining more life here.
Yeah, I think mono red
And
is.
yeah, it's looking like Marcel's going to take it down pretty soon.
Unless they have a frenzy. Yeah, proto
Oh,
Denic.
Phoenix Chick can't
Just too
block.
much. Yeah, just too much.
Yeah, I mean, the red player literally has nothing in their hand. Here comes this damage. They can't block with the goat. One of them.
Two removal
Hermanos is
spell.
also suspected, so they can't block with that. So things are just looking really, really rough, honestly, here. Activate the creature land to boot.
All right. So now you just hold up, cut down, and pass turn. Yep. And that is it.
And that's going to seal it up. Marcel takes it down. Red deck was not able to overcome all that massive card advantage there.